part of doing everything that we're talking about here is also overcoming the challenges to get the job done. So there are pre-existing perceptions in the industry of HR and their role and how you contribute. And unfortunately, there's not a direct line of connection between HR and talent and strategic growth of the business, even though it seems quite obvious to us it does. How do you address these challenges? I'll let you take it from there.
I think, again, it goes back to a lot of the stuff we've talked about. I think if you're present and engaged with all groups, all levels, I think that's part of the answer. I mean, I always tell, again, I go back to students when they're considering the insurance industry, I'm like, you're going to go to a party. People are going to ask what you do, and you're going to say insurance, and you'll clear 3/4 of the room. Imagine if then somebody asks them, what do you do specifically in insurance or HR? Then the whole room's cleared. So I do think there is something to overcome there. But I think, again, it goes back to what we talked about. If you have as much business acumen as the people who are in the engine room of business, people see that. Like, they know that it's different. And I think there are a lot of awesome practitioners out there who operate that way. But there's also a lot. And we recruit a lot of people, and I'll ask them, what was your interaction with HR? And they're like, I don't even know who was in HR at my last company. That's a fail. And I think it's a balance because, and we talked about this a little bit, there's strategic HR, but then also it is human resources. So if you don't have any humanity, if you don't interact with people on a one-to-one basis, you're just another executive that they don't see. So I think it's a tricky balancing act, but spending time with people where they are, whether it's their personal challenges, whether it's their work challenges, whether it's their personal successes, whether it's their work successes, I think that makes a difference to people. And it's gotten lost in this era of, oh, we're going to have applicant tracking systems, or we're going to have an HR system that provides all the self-service. So you don't have to do all that yucky work, HR person. Some of that is still really important. And if you don't do it, you don't know your talent. You don't know, again, what they're going through, and you're just a cog in a machine. And I just don't think that's the answer either.
So my takeaway from what you just said is just like the organization as a total, we have to understand our customers, our prospects, our ideal customer profiles, like better than anybody. If we can do that, that's going to lead to customer success. What I'm taking away from what you're saying is it's our job as HR professionals, as talent professionals, to know our audience, who is our own employees. And if we don't truly, if you're the HR professional that nobody even knows who you are in the organization, you don't know who they are either.
And you're delivering programs and services blind, basically. Again, it goes to this notion of, I know what's best for you. And I thought we had gotten past that. But so often I see that's actually because of probably challenges with staffing at some point, and just the misappropriation of value for an employee is feeling like they're not a number. And if you self-serviced away all of HR, you're probably going to feel like a number. It's a tricky thought to be on.